Oops, excuse me. Anyways, welcome to Psycho's Platters, the newest episode, episode 93. Today's episode will be part tres and the final part of the 70 suitcase find. And I know some of you people are probably going, yay! And that's fine. I gotta show you. I'm making a silly Snoopy shirt. It says, Chicks Dig Me. I actually wore that shirt when I saw the Monkees play in 13. Mike Nesmith saw it when he came outside in the back, and he chuckled. He chuckled, and he saw the shirt, and he laughed his ass off. So to me, that actually, means something. All right, so like I said, this is finally the last bit, okay? So far, guys, you guys have been really good. The views have been decent. Let's keep it up, please. Let's start off with a band that I actually have never heard of before, from 1976, the Hoodoo Rhythm Devils, Safe in Their Homes. Now, this one here, of course, says featuring Joe Crane and Glenn Waters. Now, Joe Crane, he was, of course, one of the main members of the band. He originally got his start playing with Johnny and Edgar Winter out in high school in Texas. Go figure, right? So he's been in, his history's been really good. Yeah, once again, Wikipedia helps me a lot. And then, of course, Glenn Waters, he was in a band called The Zoo, and ended up cutting a couple 45s in the St. Louis area with various bands in the late 1960s. On this particular album, though, like I said, this is on Fantasy Records. Let me show you really quick here. This is the Brown Label Fantasy. All right, that's the back, that's the front. Appearances on this particular album: Ronnie Montrose, Link Wray. Does that name sound familiar to you? Should. Fuzz-tone guitar legend Rumble. Oh, I love that song. Steve Miller and the Pointer Sisters are all on this particular album. Hoodoo Rhythm Devils. They only cut 2 albums for Fantasy Records. I only have 1 or 2 albums from this band in my collection, but you know what? I've heard some of their stuff in the past, and so anytime I ever find one, it's pretty cool. From 1979, The Jukes, from Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes. Of course, from New Jersey. Not that I really care what Bon Jovi, the no-talent hack, says. He actually really looks up to this guy. This is from 1979 on the Mercury Skyline label. All right. But like I said, they're from New Jersey, and originally and early in their career, they were assisted and produced and helped out by Miami Steve Zant from the E Street Band. So I think that's kind of cool as well on that. Now, I think I showed you guys last episode, I hit on about 4 albums from Garland Jeffries. Okay, I haven't had a chance to listen to the other ones yet. This one, of course, is called One-Eyed Jack. This is the front. Now, I'll show you what the back here, of course, is. The reason why he called it that was in memory of his childhood idol, Jackie Robinson. Now, the back of this says, "Here comes the One-Eyed Jack, sometimes white, sometimes black." That's what he wrote on here. This is, of course, from A&M from 1978. This particular album here, we have appearances by jazz players Steve Gadd, David Sanborn, the Brecker Brothers, Phoebe Snow, and Luther Vandross. This next one, pretty cool. I do not have the opportunity to be able to go up and say, hey, guess what? I have Stax albums, from the label Stax. This is the Best of Staples Singers from 1973. And you know what? There's the front, here's the back. I'm going to show you. I love the Stax label. I really, really do. Come on, you little bugger. Yeah, see? Yeah. This particular album here, of course, they originally got their start, the Staples Singers got their start in the late 40s in Chicago. Right? By 1968, they end up going to Stax. And they originally were produced by Steve Cropper from Booker T and the MGs. By around 1970, they end up getting produced by Al Bell, who happens to be, at that time, the president of Stax Records. Doug Fields and I had the pleasure of meeting Al Bell 5, 6 years ago, I want to say. He came to our town library for for Black History Month. It was him and Lloyd Price both showed up. So, Al Bell, I have a picture. If I can end up showing it on one of my Psycho Platters site, or just my regular whatever, I have a picture of myself with Al Bell. Really nice guy. Like I said, trying to get this one. There's been 2 deaths of the staple singers. There's the youngest daughter is still carrying on with the name. Guilty pleasure. Everybody's got guilty pop pleasures. How about the Babies? Babies were cool. They were around from the mid 1970s to about 81, I want to say. Yeah. This one here, of course, the album Union Jacks on the Chrysalis. This is pretty much your infusion here. You, of course, like I said, after this album, I think there's one more album from them. Basically, a breakout career, John Waite. He turns out an excellent solo career, at least through the 80s. And then you have Ricky Phillips. Ricky Phillips ends up being the bass player here. Ricky Phillips would end up going to bands like Bad English, and then other sessionists, and lands in Styx. He's been with Styx now, I want to say, for, what the heck, late 90s? Early O's? I want to say early O's. So he's been with Styx since then. And then, of course, Jonathan Cain, who, after the Babies demised, he would jump to Journey and, of course, have bigger success. Babies, go figure. This is the front, this is the back. Babies are back together, at least as of late 13, with 2 original members. Wally Stocker and Tony Brock are both doing their thing. They cut a new album in 2014, so if you like that kind of stuff, go check it out. And I guess John Waite gave them their blessing because he doesn't want to have anything to do with it anymore. This next one, pretty cool, and I didn't find this out till I just looked minutes ago. You know what? I don't honestly know if I have a copy of this Raspberries Greatest Hits, but it's the Raspberries, for God's sakes. Power pop classics from the early 70s. But same front, same back, right? Here's the fun part. This is a Dutch import. Yeah. So I know you can't really tell. It's still on an orange capital, but what really threw me off was the way that the lettering was on the label, and kind of the serial number. So it actually shows on the back here, EMI Bovina Holland, and I'm like, yes, I said I love imports. And it's a very clean copy, of course. Next one, from 1979, Jay Ferguson. No, it's not Thunder Island. It's actually the next album after that. This former member of Spirit and future composer of the music for the TV show The Office ended up having this one here on Electra Asylum. The big hit on here, of course, was Shakedown Cruise. It was a near top 30 hit back in 79. Gary Brooker. I found this one. This one, I've never seen this one before, either, from 1980. Excuse me. Gary Brooker was an original member of Procol Harum, and of course, after Procol broke up, he ended up continuing to do session musician type stuff, and is called No More Fear of Flying. Get it? Everybody else is going nuts, and it's just him by himself going, oh, what the hell? All right, let's see here. Yeah, go figure. Like I said, 30 cents a piece for these albums, roughly. Great shape, I don't care. Sister Sledge, All American Girls. Yeah, they're All American Girls. And guess what? This isn't the album with We Are Family. This is on Cotillion in 1981. Don't know really a lick of information on this, except, you know what? They all still look cute back then. There's your purple Cotillion. This last one here I'm leaving you with, another Garland Jeffries album, but this one I thought was kind of cool. It's called Escape Artist. This one's from 1980. Okay, on the Epic. It's Blue Epic. All right, your Blue Epic label. But that particular one, you have half of the E Street Band on it. You have G.E. Smith. I don't know if that name sounds familiar to you. He would end up in Hall & Oates' band. He would end up in, of course, heading the Saturday Night Live music band for the TV show for many, many years. Adrian Belew, the Brecker Brothers pop up again, Lou Reed, David Johansen, and others, including, I think, some members of LaBelle. are all on this particular album. I like it when they have little surprises like that. You're gonna have to forgive me, guys. I'm still trying to feel better. I ended up getting nailed with a big bout of the flu, which turned into pneumonia. Um, I don't know. I've gotten more sick in the last 6 months than I had in 10 years. So at least I'm on meds, and hopefully that'll help some. I'm not hacking and wheezing as much as I was a couple days ago. So, shout outs, all right? Um, I just want to let you guys know something that I love doing these shows. Like I said, we're up to 93 already. I'm hoping to do something nice for the 100th. We shall see about that one, right? I do have some more stuff that has come in. I'm not sure if I'm going to do another LP episode next, or I may actually show you guys a bunch of paper music stuff that I snagged dirt cheap. That'll be decided upcoming soon. Shout out Wax Museum with Ronnie Dark from 6 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday nights. The best damn radio show that's out there, period. Followed by the Night Owl Lounge with Mike Adams from 9 to 10 p.m. Central Standard. Best in Lounge and Exotica. Thrifty Music Collectors. Tim Smith and Company still cranking at it. Go like his page and go like Ronnie and Mike's pages also. YouTube Vinyl Community. They're always great. I love them. I've been going off, and when I have had the energy to, I've been watching other people's videos like Panique's 1960, his newest I saw, and Hog's Ear Report, and who else did I see? Vinyl Vault? I think I saw that one too. And Mean Mr. Mayo, and a bunch of other ones like that. Now, next one, I'm just going to throw it out there. Shindig Magazine, okay? I'm not entirely sure what's going on with them right now. There's some kind of publisher power struggle going on. Go still like their Facebook page and their Twitter, all right? I'm not going to say very much since I don't know a lot, but it appears the publisher has decided to go off and put out a magazine that is supposed to mimic Shindig called Kaleidoscope. Listen, I haven't seen an issue yet. I don't know if it's out on the stands. If you've never seen Shindig magazine, go for the moment and grab a remnant from it. Like, for example, my Barnes & Noble had some. The Pretty Things was on the cover of the last one that we may are going to get. I'm not entirely sure. Barnes and the distributors and everything, it's a weird beast. They used to carry Goldmine, and they did that for about a year and then stopped. And then I'm like, well, I'm hoping Shindig, Shindig will end up being alive and well. It still is. But I hope everybody over there across the pond can continue to go in whatever future endeavors you have. I don't know. That's pretty much about it, I guess, for now. Like I said, continue to like and share this page, please. Hopefully some continued improvements will be happening over time. Just let me be able to get healthier again, and we'll go from there, okay? Everybody take care. God bless. Rock on. Have a good week.